There was always the story about the bounty on death row chains.
Yeah.
Well, and you had said that at one point Puffy was hanging out in Compton.
Yeah.
Basically being the Suge equivalent.
Exactly. Suge over here with the mob, kicking it. Puffy is over here on California or Burris, whichever block they was on. Man, my daughter mother, Pam, always told me, they over here, they hanging out. They got a box with nothing but weed in it. They got cases of Hennessy. They drinking, they kicking it. Woo. I'm not finna go over there. My daughter there, and she's out there hanging out. I'm not finna go over there and spray the motherfucker up. Okay, Pam, it's cool. And Puffy and them was doing that with Keefe D a lot. Okay. Over there kicking it with him. Paula lived right across the street, directly across the street from my daughter's mother. So, and this is on California. And they seen it all.
Did you know Keefe?
Keefe D? No, not personally.
Okay.
No, wasn't trying to get down like that.
Well, after the incident in Vegas, Orlando Anderson gets jumped.
Yeah.
And then the shooting happened.
Yeah.
And from everyone I've ever talked to that was at all involved, they all said Orlando did it.
And I'm like this, man. This little cat could not go back home. Refused to go home and say, 2Pac, the mob beat my ass. Everybody say he wasn't with it like that. Bullshit. He had enough motherfucking sense to grab a pistol and say, fuck it, I'll shoot. Now, my ass is the one that got whooped. I ain't finna go back to the hood like that.
Well, your brother was involved in that beatdown.
Yeah.
Did you talk to him after that?
Well, after the beatdown, when they all came back to after I seen the tape, I said, you going to jail. Look at you. He's seen it. He's like, damn. But they only attacked the Suge. They only came after Suge and wanted Suge for this violation.
Right.
So from that tape, you can see, and more than one person should have went to jail besides Suge.
Okay, so, well, the beatdown happened, and then 2Pac getting murdered happened a few hours later. So everyone is back, goes back to L.A. So you and your brother had a conversation.
Me and him had a conversation.
Because the tape gets released on TV?
Before they even showed the tape, everybody was already on the, these motherfuckers shot 2Pac, and the focus was going to Southside. We got to handle these cats.
Yeah.
So before everybody even got back to Compton, Compton was on it already and was patrolling. You see what I'm saying? And I think we saw that tape.
The MGM tape.
Yeah, we saw the MGM tape. I don't know, we were sitting down, we seen it. They were showing Orlando and all of this. And there's Buntry, clear as day.
Right, because he's wearing the old white outfit.
Yeah, the old white linen suit with the brim.
Right.
And I just told him, you're going to jail. I mean, I can name everybody because I know who was there. But other people probably like, damn, look at him. But you see him clear as day.
How long after that incident does Buntry get killed?
Buntry was killed in 2002.
Oh, so six years later.
Yeah.
Okay, so did anything happen to Buntry over that situation?
What, with the Orlando thing?
Yeah.
No.
Nothing.
No. I mean, the whole, after Orlando that happened, we had the tension, we had the shootings, we had all that shit going on in the neighborhood against the South. But after that, when that shit started to die down, it was damn near back to okay, because once Orlando was killed in his other situation.
Right. How did you guys, because, I mean, when Orlando got killed, it had nothing to do with 2Pac at all. It was, his grandmother had died. I actually interviewed the two cops that investigated that murder.
Well,
Blondie.
He was getting at somebody on some money, and
shootout happened. He died. Yeah, I interviewed two of the Compton.
The little guy was with the business, man.
What had happened was Orlando's grandmother had passed away the night before, and apparently he had been drinking all night with one of his best friends, Michael DeRoe, and they went over to a place called Mom's Burgers across the street from the car wash to get something to eat. Well, he sees a guy that owes, from another gang in Compton, a Crips set in Compton, that owes his uncle and his friend DeAndre, I forgot if it was $5,000, $10,000, somewhere in there, about $5,000 over some cocaine.
Yeah.
So he decides, because they've been drinking and everything else, they got a gun in the car, they're going to go over and jam him up about the money he owes. Well, this guy's from another gang in Compton called Corner Pocket. And some of the other Corner Pocket gang members were there, and they started coming up like, hey, what's this all about? Why are you jamming them up? And next thing you know, Orlando pulls out a gun and shoots two of the Corner Pocket persons that are there, or shoots one of them right away. And then another Corner Pocket guy starts shooting back at Orlando and pretty much hits him dead center. I mean, he wasn't alive much longer after that. His partner that was in the car with Orlando took the gun and then started shooting back and ended up shooting another Corner Pocket guy that shot Orlando. They went around the corner, crashed the car, and we were pulling up there when Orlando was being pulled out of the car. The other guy took off running, dumping the gun. And we're waiting for paramedics, and one of our partners, Ray Richardson, was over there talking to Orlando, and he was basically taking his last breaths at that time. And two of the persons at the gas station that they were shooting at also died that day. So it was a triple murder, and it was all dope related.
Was there any sort of closure when Orlando got killed?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of them have to see, okay, Orlando gone, and that gives you the ease back, lean back, and just say, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna go, niggas just start drinking and doing whatever. Suge wouldn't give a fuck. And I was one to say,
Well, Suge had paid Orlando to testify on his behalf.
and I was the one to say why he wasn't involved in all of this. But he did time in jail. So, and then, you know, and then all that shit come out. He gave Orlando $60,000.
Something like that.
And then give another cat $80,000. And I mean, we ain't getting paid like that. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't understand his methods.